New from class 5A. First, I want to thank my lecturer, Mr. Aswadi, for patiently teaching me and my friends even thought we are in state like now. I hope we are all healthy. Today in this video, I will explain about a summary of the material that I have studied in the Applied Linguistics course. First, I studied the meaning of Applied Linguistics. You need to know applied linguistics is an interdisciplinary field which identifies, investigates, and offers solutions to language-related real-life problems. Some of the academic fields related to applied linguistics are education, psychology, communication research, anthropology, and sociology. We need to study applied linguistics because studying applied linguistics is useful for all sorts of employment as it gives you an understanding of many aspects of human communication. It is particularly useful for communicating in the workplace and applying problem linguist solving and analytical skill across many areas. I also study about linguistics and language learning. In applied linguistics class, in my opinion, linguistics is defined as the scientific study of language. There are 7 branches of linguistics which are as follows: phonetic, phonology, morphology, syntax, generative transformational grammar, semantic, and pragmatic. And language learning is an active process that begins at birth and continues throughout life. Students learn language as they use it to communicate their thoughts, feelings, and experience, establish relation with family members and friends, and strive to make sense and order of the world. Next, I also studied about language teaching and learning. In my opinion, language teaching and learning aims at practical outcome in the real world, not simply at classroom outcomes. It is, however, comfortable for teachers and teacher educators, and for the writers and publisher for teaching material to mention that there is a direct relationship between teaching and learning. For teacher and teacher education, this belief offers security. It suggests that we know exactly what we are doing and where we are going. We can plan, listen, and recommend methodology with confidence. For returns and publisher, it means that they can make clear, unique life claims in terms of teaching and learning for the material they produce. Contextual feature and speaker's choice tend to rather more subtle than hard and fast rule. Let's look briefly at use identifies article. For example, the usual pedagogic generalization is that when something is first mentioned, it is preceded by the indefined article, but hard and fast rule might simply get in the way of learners acquiring the ability to exploit the meaning potential of the system to its full. Rules are only starting point in the learning process. Learners must go beyond the rules of understanding of how the system is exploited to create text. Rules do not exist to distinguish grammatical from ungrammatical sentences. They are there to be exploited in the creation of meaning. Next, I also studied about relation between applied linguistics and educational linguistics. As we know, applied linguistics is a field of study that looks at how linguistics can help understand real-life problems in areas such as psychology, sociology, and education. And educational linguistics is an area of study that integrates the richer tool of linguistics and other related disciplines of the social skills in order to investigate holistically the broad range of issues related to language and education. Okay guys, it can be concluded that applied linguistics is the use of knowledge about the nature of language produced by language research with is used to improve the effectiveness of practical tasks that use language as a core component. The object of applied linguistic study is none other than language, namely human language, which functions as a communication system using speech as the medium. Everyday human language, the language used daily by humans as members of certain societies, or in English it is called an ordinary language or a natural language. That's a short explanation that I can explain. Thank you for watching this video. Sorry. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.